this time the football started, I've done my car design for the new Watford kit. So this is the second video tonight. The weekly challenge using that car. See what happens. And I think I want Belgium to win. Come on, Belgium.
Petry's not in the starting 11. Yeah, such a wonderful talent.
What a talent.
This is for reasons as yet unknown. Doku, beautifully done. And still away from Fabian Ruiz. Well covered by Oyarzábal, getting back to help out, but the white shirts are moving forward. Terrific play from Doku. They're going to need that from him. Get them up the pitch. So often when you see Spain play, teams get pinned back, they can't get out, they win it back quickly, then they're under pressure again. Doku can relieve that pressure with those dribbles. Ability to beat people will be a big help for them. United States effectively, given that they're both back in the starting lineup.
Well, it looks like I can use my car.
He decided to beat the USA
Good.
without them and felt that a rest was more important than another game, and they would progress, and they did progress.
Loving the new car kit. Beautiful. Hee
Goal involvement, which is a record. This is Pedro Porro Stadium. Started quite brightly. Typically, this forward ball has gone astray, collected by Laporte. Slip with Oyarzábal. Correa's on here. Rodri. Very quickly, he's short, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, she's handling well. She's handling well. I like this. I like the feel of this. Oh, I don't know. It was alright. Better get me boots off.
Spain in their history have only played one World Cup semi-final. If they do go through, it will only be the second time they've played at that level. It is an incredible stat. You think of the quality they've had over the years. They finished in fourth place in the World Cup in 1950. That was under a different format. A 14 group. There was effectively no semi-final that year. They do look so comfortable with each other, so controlled. They all know their jobs, they know what they're doing. Top quality players, very few weaknesses on the pitch. Maybe some pace at the back against the ball that caused them a problem, but I've not seen it yet in the tournament. Laporte keeping his eyes on that. Correa lets it go, and Bruno Simon is there with this wonderful unbeaten record. The only goals he's conceded in his last 13 appearances for Spain were in a 2-2 draw.
Oh, bloody hell.
This game you qualified when they'd already gone through. Unfortunate country. Well, Chairman. He was quickly, a little bit more quickly than De Bruyne. Here's Belgium. Through to Ruiz is in a little bit of room. Correa. Minimal is left hand side here, and he's told that a bit quicker. Being a crowd as well. Interested to think about the thing that's on the left side, right, position on the right. You'll see that.
Right, so we've got 3 spots raised. So later in the lap, bring it down to 0 traction. But that's the only time to do it. Looks like. Oh, hang on, that's all right. Tires are wearing in, I think.
Working low for Grant, trying to flip it on. Fabian Ruiz. That's Rodri hit it. Castagna. Intelligently done. The keeper trying to turn defence into a...
I'm just getting used to the car, probably. I daren't skid off, though. It's going to be a nightmare if I skid off.
Blocking the end from the boy. Four ball in.
If this is the hardest one in the weekly challenge, I'm up for it.
He's right. It's a foul on Doku. And Pedro Torre. I like Michael a couple of yellow cards, a couple there just for one foul early on. I do like to see that. Big day for him today, actually. His seventh game in the World Cup. I think he pulled on a great rep in that respect. His second quarter final. Terrific guy, good referee. 12 ball. It's a good first 10 minutes, huh? Of Bruges. It's going to be Ruiz. Great central defenders over the years, Belgium. And Ndoye are standing on the shoulders of giants in that respect. That's well played. Belgium got the second half. One with the Spanish frontliners players who want the ball to beat one, but all prepared to run in the end. They've got too much space, got great decision making in their movements, when to go behind, run without the ball. So I see. Slow, but slow from the over. He's really particularly good at that very right ball at Omar. I see. That's a really good look. It's in goal. What's he getting away with? Great run by drifting in from that left side. He does it really well. I think he times it to perfection as well. The keeper's keeping him on. It's a decent ball. Strikes it well enough, but hits his wrist, which is obviously natural position by his head. Yeah. Close range. Lots of reasons not to get it. Doku. Has made a forward run and he's gone in behind Rodri here. He scoops across there. We're not seeing on this end, but that's a really good bit of play out of that back. Well, you might didn't go with him, of course, so then Porro finds himself with a problem and Rodri comes across and helps him out superbly well, just got enough on him. Really can't see it very much a Frenchman, but very much from a Spanish family, as the name would suggest his grandparents were in Andalusia during the Spanish Civil War. Could be facing the country of his birth in a semi-final. Laporte. Always going to come deep. Cucurella's ball in, come out by Van Aken, given away. Rodri. Daniel, no thought about this. A little ricochet, tip-top from Belgium and De Bruyne finds Doku. Long leg stretch by Kubasi. Doku gets away from that, gets away from Pedro Torre. Sent it around the outside. The catcher. to be winning Torrent. 1-on-1, he's going to get some help. It's a great run. They're watching on one of the Spanish.
This lap's huge.
Possesses it. It's after running down the middle. That's what he was trying to find it, but it's off the chest of Hudson. That's such good things. Lovely ball. The Charlie, 2 or 3 little parts of that. It just wouldn't sit down for him. Good numbers in the box. Almo making runs forward again. With a clever ball from Maina. He's taken his chance really well since he's got in the team. I think Williams started the first game. Nico Williams. It's fully fit. Stays in. Trying to get the way down here. Into Lara. Jumping with Laporte, neither touched it. From 19 himself is extraordinarily composed defender. Say it. Pedro Charo, so ball and he can reach it. So it's ideal. It was, he saw the pass, just couldn't quite execute it. Okay, Belgium will be feeling pleased with this first 17 minutes. The problem is, of course, is the probing from Spain and constant movement on you, keeping the ball. You've got to stay concentrated the whole time. It's hard work. Stands forward before it's hope for finding a wide shot. It's Roger. It's a lovely top by Yamal, the high done. Worst beaten by the Doku was just behind him. This ball is here, he's trying to get in front of the decision there, so the Spanish defender. But good to see him get there. Absolutely great run. This was the foul Yamal wanted just a minute before. It was never a foul, it's a good decision. And the left back really trying to get across Caro and that cross from De Bruyne. Good play from Doku again involved. Just have to go and retreat to collect. Fabian Ruiz. Straight through to Courtois. Very settled side. He hasn't played around a bit too much. Certainly not defensively, where they've been impenetrable so far. They didn't seem on to Kubasi. They just picked their way out of a problem so confidently. They do, but it's a good effort from Belgium. When they're set, can they have a press? Can they make them uncomfortable? I like them trying to do that. Danny skipping away from Doku. It's the key to Torrent. Let me know. Split. It's a free kick to Belgium because he slipped it, fell into his opponent. Who was Brandon McIllen. Oliver. Taking good start to the game as well. been super contentious to sort out. Expectations for Belgium at this tournament lower than they've been for a long time. They were top of FIFA rankings for 4 years consecutively, Belgium. Danny Olmo. Some of the games in 2018 in Russia, they were absolutely brilliant to watch and looking to lose, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delaney was playing for them.
Well, whoever it does constitute its opponents in the last four will be a familiar foe. Right, so that people are just behind Danny Olmo. The press have won the ball back.
Come on, Belgium.
It's interesting. It's a goal kick to Belgium. First little glimpse, he's out, gets out of his feet, can't wrap his foot round it. Just have a look now on the replay, see if there was deflection. Can't quite tell from there, but he seemed out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Side of the ball. That's a might have been offside if they found it.
Bloody fuel.
Doku. It's a simple ball at the strike. He's had a good start though. He really has. It's caused Spain a couple of problems.
Shit. So we want 4 laps of fuel, don't we? 4 laps of fuel to do.
4. Too much pressure exerted by Goy. C4. It's terrific, isn't it? Yeah.
Thank you.
So, I think if I don't give up, Spain will probably start getting stuck out of it, didn't I don't think it was. I think already got it off the pitch. That's the right decision, but it was a terrific run again for Olmo. He does it so well from that deep position. Great scan, Chastania. Quite accelerating quickly enough to get there. Michael Oliver decided for this time for a hydration break. It's a pretty entertaining 22 minutes now.
No, don't do that. Get on. That's it.
That's good. Spain under a bit of pressure, don't let them have it all their own way. They've got good positions, good to knock out, and his dribbling ability. Yeah, I think Belgium will be reasonably pleased with that first quarter. So next World Cup football on the BBC is of course Norway against England, 5 live and BBC Sounds. Coverage will begin at 8:30 tomorrow. Kickoff is at 10 p.m. The reaction show to Norway, England. Wayne Rooney, Micah Richards, Alan Shearer and Alan White for live reaction straight after that game. Whenever it finishes on the iPlayer, you can capture with all the action at any time right there on the BBC iPlayer. The Spain's a great World Cup content, of course. QR code if you want to get involved, and head to the BBC Live page in the BBC Sport for polls, news, reaction, story of the match. Belgium with a headgear. Danny, it's a game in which Spain are favourites. But Belgium haven't been too cautious in the first 22 minutes. They've used few, of course, to get to the Chelsea.
Oh, okay, we're not going to get a medal today. This will need another rethink. No, we're not going to get a medal here.
That's simply brilliant, and they keep the ball better than anyone. They've got super pace high up the pitch.
I give up.
When can we have a goal?
All right. I'll give up.
The shape's been good, Belgium. Doku's been the main threat of forward thinking point of view.
You sent me all the way back there, did you? You dick.
Games. I've seen it the last
Right, what happens over here?
game,
Is that allowed?
they keep going, they keep
Oh, that's allowed. So I'll do that later on. When I come round again and try it, I'll do that.
There's a quote from the Belgian coach Rudy Garcia pre-tournament. He said he'd rather win 4-3 than draw 0-0. Obviously, we're back. Would you rather lose 4-3 than draw 0-0? So, his approach, if he can, is to try to be positive. Yeah, you can see that. He's not, we talked earlier, didn't we? He's not afraid to make changes as and when he sees fit. He's got his team back into games doing that. He's unlucky, really, because it's not only Tielemans getting injured in the warm-up, Banana getting injured in the game against the United States, but the fan said that he said they replaced with Sporting. He has been out the entire tournament. So we're going to start with the Spanish throwing far side of the field. Mark Cucurella to take for Spain at 0-0.
Nice Simon. Nice Simon.
Third World Cup meeting between the two. We talked about the Mexico quarter-final, which Belgium won on penalties in Italia 90. There was a group game between the pair in Verona, won by Spain. First ever meeting was in Antwerp at the Olympic Games 1920. Belgium 3-1 winners. Not long from Pedro Porro. That back for Belgium has been a little bit in and out for Brighton domestically since he joined last summer, but he's been excellent here yesterday. He started the game well as well. De Bruyne helping Doku get up to this. It's an important touch on Pedro Porro's left foot. Here's Yamal. He's giving it away. De Catalan can't quite find De Bruyne. Kevwicks for Rodri. Missed the trip back with Aina made a brilliant run in behind. He was in, he didn't take the risk. Yamal outside there, good, tempting. Leaving again with the run toward the near post. Jonathan Brown, wasn't he, Spain's number 15. Standing now under pressure. Diana for a ball from Marcia's there. There was a foul, and it's a Belgian free kick right on the halfway line. Yeah, Baena, I saw in the Austria game for the first time live, and he was absolutely outstanding. Not to see his work.
Get out of it.
His movement. Technically very good as well. Good on set plays. Kid made a nice run as well, found by Doku.
Oh, fucking hell. Get out the rice pudding.
Just like a bit of pressure.
Get off!
Brilliant season times. For Chaucer, those transfer rumours waving about his future. Pedro Porro for Spain. Makes the run, trying to get in behind Doku.
Get in! Get in! Yeah, have that. Dirty Spanish bastards. Fuck off. Well done, Belgium. Oh, she's nice, isn't she? Wow.
First ever goal. It's a great one too. Doctor's got to do better on Toro. He just gets caught. Ball watching. He pulls it back to Olmo. Courtois makes the save, but it's an easy finish for Ruiz. But it's that little switch on from Doku who we've been praising for his offensive play. As soon as he looks at the ball, Toro's got the yard on him. Gives him the opportunity to get in behind and get that ball across. That's a little mistake. Can't do it against this Spanish side. I don't think Courtois was getting them.
Brilliant. That's great. I like the Belgians. Oh, I thought that was Belgium scoring. Oh, I got the colours round the wrong way. Oh, shit.
There's many little details when you play a team with such high quality players. One man just switching off for a second.
That's because I'm trying to race a game, not concentrating.
When you go for the wing pace even more, Spain, they can make you chase them with them exactly what they want. What a series, Cooper Jacko. Well, there's the goal scorer. Fabian Ruiz in for Pedri today. In the goals. Spain are unbeaten in games that Fabian Ruiz has played in. It's not a bad record when he's played in 48 of them. Counted today, not at all. Wednesday's got an inward smile at his decision to bring him in. I think he's got the confidence and talent in the midfield area, sitting on that bench, really can play any three and still have a world-class midfield. But Fabio, we know what a wonderful player he is. Belgium down to 10 at the moment, whilst Castanier's off the pitch getting some treatment. That's ricocheted onto Leandro Trossard, and it's a Spanish throw. Gallagher here today. I got Samuel standing on the shoulders of Giants a little bit earlier, the Belgian central defence.
Three.
Pedro Toro. Fabian Ruiz.
He wants to cheese them.
Repairs. It's ready to come back on. Referee will just make him wait. Before Belgium can get the full complement out there again. Javasi for Yamada. That's the clearing header. If Belgium go two down, they really are in bother. I mean, you want a fantastic thing. Insanity to prevent what we all thought would be able to happen. His speed of feet and his skill level takes you right away sometimes, honestly. So good to watch, so exciting. You're absolutely right, it's their second goal. Would be too big an ask for any team to find this Belgian team without its best players. Castagna is back on the pitch. There are four in a funnel over this free kick.
Sorry. I love that car.
Nemo's walked away from it. Big moment this could be. 10 minutes to play. In the running touchdown into a danger area. Fabian Ruiz couldn't find someone to go. Well, he got the one more top. Goalkeeper with experience. On the same side. He's nearly pushed out into a dangerous area. Should be doing a bit better than that. Goalkeeper of his quality. Spain's corner, bringing it back to Fabian Ruiz, our goal scorer. Michael Alvarez included. It's a good block from Belgium, something new. So, he can put in games, unfortunately.
This is more like it.
It's the drop ball. We'll be seeing it again, but we're surprised we don't see him at some point. I'm surprised he's not ready to play. Everyone's training. He's treated so little football last year and last season. 7 games for Napoli all season. It's a great ball. Brilliant control. Which might have Belgium controlled it. I thought it was his chest, in which case, taking the top. It's deemed to be the arm. It's embarrassed the movement again. It's so good with their off the ball movement. All of the front four really went almost right with the front three. They can all do it. And all equally comfortable coming to feeds and nightmare to play against. Chances here today where we are in Alabama. Unai Simon. Do Belgium change? Can they change? Not just yet. First real error going defensively going for the goal from English game. Early in the game to be too bold and brave at this point and lose it. Big time from Thomas Pedro Porro in that Spanish goal. It's nicely played. Fabian Ruiz, who finished off. And he know the ball and chested off. It's the creator. It's a little bit isolated to say the least. Turning back though. In times now the ball's gone up to him. 4 touch from the Catalan. Super move, wasn't it, from Spain again. So incisive, so imaginative.
Come on, catch them up. Come on.
In that game, it's absolutely everywhere. Boy, kept it up. Trossard has been very quiet so far. The kids are getting in front of Laporte. And he's got his going, he's to the end. A bit more strength. His team on the pitch.
This was the car to use.
Against the United States.
Now we can control the race. I know we've got no tyre left, but that's fine. As long as we're in front. Thank you. See how much of a lead we can create.
Red arrows flying forward, left and right, Lamine Yamal.
This will be the hardest race of the weekly challenge. Sorted. We need some tyres. That's the same angle approach that made me come off. I'm going to have to come in, I think.
The best finish in the world with a bit before, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
The awareness of where the defenders are, his feet, speed of touch, speed of his feet.
I think I can come in and get the lead again. That's where I'm coming from.
He's celebrating his 19th birthday on Monday.
Fuel's good, isn't it? For the fuel, it's brilliant. It's 2 seconds lead. Do I go around again or not? It's not worth it, is it? Not worth the risk. I'm coming in. I'll come in because I think I can come out and get the lead back again. None of the cars are doing that. There. Good. Come on, Belgium. I need 5 laps of fuel. Brilliant. Well done, Belgium. Laps. That'll do. But I now know I can catch them, so I'm alright. Plus they got to come in. No one's come in yet.
Could be with the hold-up play a little bit, but it's determined to make that. It's a brilliant header to get there across Kevwicks.
Good.
Brilliant response. Here, let's go. It's 1-each. The first time. Spain have now reached it. Which from a neutral point of view is good news, absolutely. Not lose involved again. In the early build up to that goal, making up a little bit, staying there, then following for the French goal. It just shows you get quality into the box. Striker in there, the side to Catalara. It's going to be a problem. To go through try. There's always been a sense of being fulfilled in Belgium over the last decade or so.
Yeah, agree.
Unexpectedly is this to be their tournament. So, a yellow card. What we're going to see is good. He's looking a bit perplexed as to why. Bad indication.
Why?
The ball was short, yeah, stop getting the ball. See the point that here for Belgium. It's their short and goal. Standing. Okay, it's a little more pretty wide for standing. Good. It'll be a Belgian throw-in. It's the timing of it's fantastic for them as well. Couple of minutes to go, half time, but huge lift rather than going in the mid from thinking some second half to come. And it's a mistake by Van Aken. Well recovered by Castanets, lunging, sliding challenge. Spain will have a free kick, but it could have been worse after Belgium.
Come on. One of you's got to come in the pits, and I can't think who it is.
Confirmation that the goal was onside if you needed it.
Not at all.
Pedro Torres for Kevwicks team. Not fault.
There's my medal. There's my medal. Going in the pits. So we've got this weekly challenge sorted. See how much of a lead we can get now. We've got fresh tyres on. I couldn't get any headway on the last time I was in front because the tyres were knackered.
Talking about new territory in this World Cup, that Spanish coaching staff for the first time. Someone was scored against them. Great cross. It's good area. He did really well to get across to bring them both. 15 minutes. He's got 3 goals at this World Cup. He only got 5 last season to Syria. American talk for Kevwicks. Almost moved. Spain have a corner. Round about 4. After 500 minutes still to play in this engrossing first half. The biggest side for Spain. Got a couple of aerial threats there in the box. Goes into the near post. De Bruyne heads it away. It'll be another corner. Full ball. Unlucky. Take 2. Drop it to Rodri. It's been ruins. So the window of the stadium, and there's a break from here. They can do it. So ball gets Spain moving. Rodri's just lurking at the edge of the 18-yard box. That cross isn't going to find anyone in red or anyone in white after that. Well, Belgium have just missed a wonderful opportunity to get Doku in a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Just seeing the replay of the corner we've just had. Some suspicion of a handball, maybe. Didn't look like getting into me. But just before it, Tamara, he just got to take his time with his pass, be more composed, and Doku was in on the breakaway, 1v1. What an opportunity missed that was from them. Awful things for Beatrice and Olmo. I think he's actually saying, "Oh yeah, cargo. Don't need the guys on. Worried about maybe putting on back." He's watching it for Spain. He's a real note taker. He's really gets in. When he gets a bit agitated, he starts playing with that red tie, a little bit like a skinny Oliver Hardy. Making to full try. De Bruyne 4-4 here. Doku. Jotaro won't be comfortable here. Doku. Cross which fakes the away behind the goal in the end. Well, Rodri did brilliantly. He got himself across there because he knows Morrow struggling with it one-on-one, or anyone struggles with it one-on-one. Just narrowed the angles and narrowed the space. Really good with midfield player. Belgian free kick. Goodness me, that was a little fun version. Michael Oliver blows his whistle into Belgium because in this time, in football in general, that's the judge is putting the black cap on and pronouncing his sentence, but they found a way back into this with the Kevwicks heading at half-time in Los Angeles. It's all squares. Meanwhile, Belgium won.
First half was really warmed up, Mika.
It was great. I thought it was credit to Belgium. I thought they were brave. They pressed really high in that first quarter, and then they sort of went into that mid-block. But when they were in transition, they looked really good. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed with Spain. I think they've played through that press well at times. When they get into the final third, they've just been missing that killer pass at times. There's so many times where the game's opened up and expecting just to play the big pace. They've just not really doing it.
Is that all? That's ridiculous. That was a lot of work. Kids.
Scintillating. That's exactly what I meant.
Oh, hello.
And the sort of implication of that was that there is another gear for Spain to go into. Now would be a really good time for them to find it.
Yeah, I think it's time for it. I think once they got ahead, we felt that Spain could score the second before halftime, but I think Belgium scored a very nice one.
Yeah, but the Spain goal, first of all, let's take a look at that one.
Took 2 attempts, but there you go. I've done it.
It's not really where your eye was drawn, Wayne.
No, and there's a few questions about the defending as well, but I really like this from the relationship between Porro and Yamal. Yamal's movement here is very, very good. It's very clever. He goes through the behind, then that little change of direction. It doesn't come to him. And again, there's a little change of direction here. Gets in that little yard of space. A really good pass to Porro. Olmo in a very good position where you'd expect him. And Ruiz following in for the tapping.
I want to talk about from a defensive point of view. Once you get into this shape, you're in a very good shape there, Belgium. You see the Kuiper, and you see Ruiz with Benaken there, who scores a goal. But I don't understand why he needs to go now. Obviously, he's got to switch off. He's a winger. If he stays in line, then you can double up. He's already got Raskin coming over, and then look at the distance between Benaken and Ruiz who score the goal. So, although they pressed well at times, it's just them little details where you know that the whole question was, can Doku defend? And he does do his defensive work, but it's the little moments where you're up against clever players that you'll get hurt.
So he's willing, but just not 100% able to do the defending.
Exactly that. It's about position, where you position yourself. So if you're in the defensive area where he is, he's just got to switch on a little bit more. When you further up the field, you can afford to switch off because of where the ball is. But when you're in defensive areas, you just got to open up your body a little bit more, have that communication with the Kuiper, and that goal can definitely be avoided.
It's ball watching as well, and I think a lot of what we've seen there was ball watching and against the top teams when they're clever and you play in between the lines and they move the ball quick. Within a split second, you've lost your man, that's it. You can see the goal. So you just need to make sure you open your body. You get taught as a kid, you're always looking over your shoulder. You have to do that against the top teams, otherwise you get punished.
The problem is, when Belgium are being pressing, they think the job's done. Once you get into some areas, you've still got to concentrate exactly like you're saying. Oh, the defender there, you'd be saying in front of you, a bit of communication there.
Yeah, what I've seen is that Spain, they were 2 against 3 on the side. Lamine Jamal with Porro. And then they went 4 against 3 in the box. They were 3 on the box, which I think at this level, yeah, they defended the zone, but they were 3 coming in the box for 3.
It's crazy from Belgium, I think. I think very quickly you could see Spain run away with this game. And listen, that mightn't happen, but I think if they keep defending the way they do, they might, get a bit of luck and go and get the next goal. But I think within a split, amount of time, split seconds, this game could be gone away from them.
Yeah, those seconds and those moments for Belgium might well let Spain in yet. And as you said, Spain might take the game away from Belgium. But as it stands, Belgium are very much in it because they got their equaliser from De Ketelaere.
Yeah, we sort of highlighted before the game, and I talked about that movement. And sometimes the movement in there, you don't have to go first post and then second post. It's just about making sure you're on side and then timing your run to perfection, because the back line have to move up and back where the ball is going, and he's just got to anticipate and time his run perfectly. And there's people saying it's offside in here. Ask me, it was. It wasn't.
It wasn't. He stays in the goal.
Yes.
He doesn't move from the goal. He has in few seconds. He stays always.
This is what I was talking about in the first game with Ronaldo. And listen, Ronaldo was miles offside at times where he weren't getting back on top. That is so clever when you're starting off offside position. You're behind the defender, he doesn't know where you are, and then you get your time right to get back in front of him. It's impossible for defenders.
You know how it is though, and you'll know as a defender, when you've constantly got to look at the ball and then look at the line as well. So as you're going up and then seeing, is he going to cross it, when to drop off, when to push back up. So the line actually wasn't that bad, but the movement from the Catalari was just spot on, wasn't it?
As soon as the ball went wide, then he was onside because Kurela was there. And then you are in the wrong position.
As a forward, obviously used to being defended. As a forward, we look for that. We wait for that moment. We look. Because I know if I'm just behind you and the ball's out wide, you have to look. You have to look at me, and you have to keep looking and scanning. But then if I get my time right, the minute you take your eyes off me, that's my cue for to go across it, and that's exactly what he's done. It's great movements and great header.
It was the tightest of offside decisions, though, so the timing had to be absolutely spot on. And we were talking about the Belgian press, and Mikey, you were saying that they're getting it's almost right for them, but just maybe needs a bit of tweaking.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. I think they've been very brave in the way they want to set up. So you see Belgium here with you see Rodri, but I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because Spain could play through the press, but at the same time, Belgium are trying to be brave. You see the amount of space left in the middle of the pitch, and that's why Wayne, you was talking about potentially, if the game materials like this, they might find it difficult. But these are we're talking about, if Ronaldo just pops up round the corner in that space and they get the 1-2, on another opportunity, they could have been punished for that, put away.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I think against the top team, we done it against Barcelona in 2009, got popped all over the place. This is absolutely crazy. You leave this much space for players with this much ability and this much quality. You see what happens here? With one pass, you get to touch, get out wide, and now they're running, into a dangerous state, into their foundations, 1v1. If they keep doing this, I think Belgium are going to find it so difficult to get near Spain. And listen, they've got I think a bit of luck. I think Spain have been a dominant team, but I think they couldn't run away from them to keep doing this.
Yeah, here in Spain, we want to play with the keeper. We want to have one extra man. So I think as a Spanish team, we want to play with that extra player, like with Simon or with the ball. So when Belgium is pressing, I think we were not so clever finding the free man. But I think once Spain they find, I think they could find a big space in behind.
I think what you'll find in the second half, I think Yamal and will start, the wild men will start coming inside. I think they'll start coming inside and leaving the two centre backs 2v2, and then the space in the channels will be out wide. And Yamal will start coming inside a little bit more, and then you've got the full backs, the forwards will run into the channels. I think Belgium will find the place.
Despite the fact that Doku has caused problems in places there as well.
Yes, and for me, this is Doku's strength. Obviously, he gets back and helps out defensively, but this is why he's in the team, because he carries the ball, he commits players, he commits defenders, midfielders, and here he gets a little bit of luck, but he allows Belgium to get up the pitch. So now you see, just by holding on to the ball, Belgium can get players forward, they can get them into Spain's half the pitch. He's in a good position defensively. Porro's ran through, now Porro and Yamal are in position, you see him spinning forward, he's trying to Belgium defending their own penalty box. Now they're in a really promising position and attacking area, so that's the reason he's in this team.
That's why I thought Belgium would sort of go in that low block, so when they win the ball back, that they can have these runs. Like I said, they've been very, very brave. Maybe they wanted to be a little bit higher up, so when they get in these areas, because he's up against Rodri when Ruiz goes forward as well, although trying to get back in. But I've been impressed with their setup, and Doku, that's obviously
it's
why
21 hours.
We've been talking about him before the competition, and that's why, because he's a massive outlet.
So just a few minutes to go until the second half in this game, but just over 24 hours until England go again. They finished all the way in Miami, 6 days on from what was a balmy old night at the Azteca in the round of 16.
Let's have a little listen to this. It was a crazy game.
Well, we had fun. Back to business, though, now. This is the England squad training before they headed to Miami. They trained without Declan Rice, who was ill. Mark Gahey has been assessed for a hamstring injury. And then they flew to Miami this morning, where they are set to train very shortly at the base of Inter Miami. The England boss, Thomas Tuchel, has been speaking to Kelly Summers. Thomas, one step closer. Yes, we're here again. But that's a good thing that we're back here, because it means we're one step closer to the ultimate goal. How do you view the latest step taken in Mexico? Because I imagine there was a lot to reflect on.
Yeah, it was a draining match. It was physically draining, it was emotionally draining, it was a roller coaster within the match. And the occasion in itself, to play Mexico in the Azteca, like we had enough time, we had enough days to get it out of the system. It's very important to move on, to draw a line, step up and continue to regroup, to refocus and to be ready again.
Is that focus the reason we never see you getting involved in those post-match celebrations?
I'm so close to going and be the first one to lead the celebrations, but I truly believe it's the moment for the players.
Jordan Henderson,
obviously
has had surgery, is back with the group now. Just wonder what role he's going to play for you going forward.
Well, according to him, he will be available more or less for the match.
Is that realistic?
He still tries to convince me that he will be involved in this tournament. He has just a different mindset than me, so I
imagine you want him here anyway.
He will stay for sure.
Gerald Kwanzaa will now be suspended for the next 2 games. I wonder what your thoughts are on that.
Very harsh decision. If you look at the foul in the still, the leg is too high and the foot is open. If you look at the scene in itself, he's unlucky. It's a 2-game suspension. We were not informed about the reasons why. I cannot change it. Nothing that I say now will change it. We have to, I don't like it, but that's just it. We need to, we learn to live with these decisions. It's our job to find solutions.
Norway then?
Yeah, very difficult, of course. They play this role without expectations, and they, I think, like internally, they're very well aware how good they are. But from the outside, they play this wonderful role as an underdog. So now they are clearly overachieving already, and they come, of course, in full flow and full belief. They have a very strong front line, led by Erling Haaland, who can decide any match in the world.
How do you stop him, Thomas?
As a collective, of course, and stop the support to him and never stop fighting.
And 5 Live and BBC Sounds coverage of Norway against England begins at 8:30 tomorrow night. Kickoff is at 10 p.m. You can head to the iPlayer for a Norway versus England preview show, and at full time tomorrow there's a reaction show with Wayne, Micah, Alan Shearer and Ellen White. They cannot wait. You can watch the full rerun of the match as well early on Sunday. Finals weekend at Wimbledon. Karolina Muchova takes on Linda Noskova in an all-Czech women's semi-final tomorrow. All-Czech women's final tomorrow, and then it's the men's final on Sunday afternoon. Zinner against Zverev, and there's highlights of Saturday's play at the Scottish Open Golf. That is available on the iPlayer.
Now out to the Dream Team. Your top tier squad. 5-5 forever. Cash right of Comedy All-Stars.
It's coming out!
Oh, God. You're massively overusing that phrase.
No, I am. I'm nervous.
You're not surprised, Kai. Hey, what are you doing here? I'm the disc jockey. This World Cup, select your Comedy Dream Team on BBC iPlayer. Great responsibility. Be there to watch you wish for. Spider-Man, the full collection, streaming from the 19th of July on BBC iPlayer.
Not long now until the second half gets underway between Spain and Belgium with the score at 1-1. Wayne, you've highlighted the fact that this potentially could get away from Belgium if they allow it to. What do they have to do to stay in the game?
Yeah, I'd just like to see Belgium tighten up a little bit and be a bit more compact and try and neglect the space for Spain, especially in their half the pitch. But you have to just try and find a way to stay in the game, and then you've got Lukaku to come on and give you time catching late in the half.
I just think that because Antonov's running forward around in the box, now he has to do more of a defensive role, which I find a little bit difficult. But Wayne's totally right in terms of just tighten up a little bit.
How does Spain find that next gear that we keep waiting for from them?
Yeah, I think also from the bench we have Toronto, we have Pedri, we have Merino who scored the winner, Williams with Steve, also the impact we've seen from Belgium. So I believe it's going to be a very interesting season.
Yeah, we'll see some new faces as the second half progresses. With your commentary team, Danny Murphy and Steve Wilson.
Thank you very much, Kelly. We're almost ready to go. Of course, if you are watching any of the World Cup matches live or enjoying the highlights on BBC iPlayer, don't forget you need a TV licence and scan the QR code on screen now to buy. No changes at half-time from either coach. Spain 1, Belgium 1. France, right, Dallas, on to the 40. Spain get the second half underway.
Spain. Daniel, you're a star. Spain. Spain.
Yes, and they're in the court for the European champions. World Cup winners of 2010.
Oh, yeah.
Four-time European champions, actually, Spain. Just kept that in play. And he's outside here, and Trossard. Chance to have been knocked over by what we talked about. It's kept that in play. And he's held off Cucurella, De Bruyne, Flanagan and Doku in the middle. But it's got away from the Atalanta man. He did well initially, and then his touch let him down. Tony almost term was just a little bit too nimble.
600 or less?
And Mekle with the foul.
600 or less.
That's given away carelessly by Laporte to Doku. It's a super run by Trossard if he can find him. It flicked off the heel of Rodri. Trossard was still keen to get there. Rodri apologising. Giving the ball away, so unlike him. Probably the first one he's given away in about 4 years. Pedro Porro. Watson. Turned well. Offside anyway, but the Belgian goalkeeper judged. in line with the pace. Bring sides to great pass for Barcy. Yeah, his right shoulder. That's why he speeds his right shoulder. It's the right decision. Yeah, it was close, but it was tight but right. Coulthard with the clearance downfield, put under play by Kubasi, who is on a yellow card. He's the only player out there who is. They're getting in front of Danny Olmo. Trossard. Castagna putting it into the little area that Doku had just vacated. De Bruyne got a small touch on that, and then a bigger one on Fabian Ruiz. Interesting that Doku and Trossard have swapped wings. So this is the way they've been mostly through the tournament as De Bruyne finds Doku. Good strength by Laporte, but it is a corner. I just think that Doku was causing Toro problems. Players coming in on that left-hand side. No Trossard does as well, but they let Toro off the hook there a little bit. Correct decision. Yeah. All about the delivery of Kevin De Bruyne here. Belgium had 5 or 6 inside the area. De Bruyne spins it in, and there was a push. Pedro Porro headed it out anyway. Push for Nebraska. It was well spotted. Pedro Porro wants and gets the return. Well covered by Ngoy. It was sent off in the game against Iran, you might remember. Fabian Ruiz, Cucurella. Baena. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. Pedro Porro. Baena's making a little run, and Lamine Yamal cuts inside, and cuts inside. Rodri. Cucurella. Should hold their shape. Yamal for Cucurella lets it go. Fabian Ruiz also let it go, but Harbour wasn't expecting that. Cucurella was deflected, and it will be a corner. That was the patience, the cold move. To look at passes was the patience. They don't get anxious, they don't rush it, they keep waiting for the space. Got his World Cup goal against Saudi Arabia, but that is still his only World Cup goal to date as he dinks this in. Danny Olmo had to just step back off a pace to try and get over it, very difficult. Yeah, he'd have expected better from himself. Half chance for Olmo. Looks like some early decisions down there on the bench for Spain. Yeah, well, Pedri was obviously left out by choice because he's about to come on, and so is Ferran Torres. Cucurella. There's a little gap in behind.
It's Fabian Ruiz assessing his options. Cucurella was a lovely idea. Maybe just put a little bit too much pace on it.
He did. It wasn't a difficult task for Cucurella either. Ruiz had got in a good position. Seems strange making substitutions 7 minutes into the second half. I've given him a bit longer to make an impact on the game, but he's seen enough.
Well, we know who's coming on. It'll be Pedri and Ferran Torres. We'll see who's going off. Here's Rodri. Won't be him. Trossard. He had this forward ball. The intention was that it would go down the line and Doku would chase it, but he controlled it.
Doku's back in his more orthodox position on the left and Trossard back on the right. I think that was a temporary thing, maybe after a set play, so they haven't changed it. Well, they didn't change it deliberately. That makes sense.
Castagne. Trossard. De Bruyne, options to his left-hand side. Doku the better of the two, so the keeper got out of his way. De Bruyne, Doku. Great football. Alex Baena is going to be one of them two coming off. Sorry, Danny.
No, no. Just looking at the replay, it was a brilliant move like you said. Again, De Bruyne and Doku involved. The keeper just snatched at it a little bit, but he got in behind again. Growing in confidence, the Belgian side.
So Baena is off, and so too Fabian Ruiz and Pedri and Ferran Torres are the two coming off for Spain. Pedri who had started all 5 matches in this World Cup prior to
Spain.
Ferran Torres, who's played in all 5, but his usual role has been from the bench.
Next made a good impact when he came on in the last game.
Here's Pedri, going with the clearance.
What happened there? Suckers.
Cucurella, Olmo.
It's because I played with the numbers who kicked me off. Cheeky sods.
Pedri. Pedro Toro with a chance to cross. Not his finest.
Really tall from a man of his quality. Good numbers in the box as well.
And, Belgium are going to respond with Axel Witsel coming on. He has made a very brief appearance in this World Cup. Just once a cute appearance, so that's fine, but he's going to be on shoot. Certainly brings experience, plenty of it. Pedri could challenge De Bruyne.
He's been a brilliant player of his career, Winslow.
Intelligent midfielder, can play in the back as well. Played last season in Spain with Girona, but his contract there has finished. He is currently without the club at 37.
Slightly embarrassing lap that was. Sorry about that.
Trossard made sure he didn't reach Cucurella. Pedri.
Yamal. Pedri. Constantly testing, it never ends. The examination as Doku tries to run it away for Belgium and he's knocked over by Yamal. That will be a free kick to Belgium and maybe an opportunity for them to make what I think is going to be a triple change. Witsel is going to come on. Romelu Lukaku is going to come on. He's come on and scored in their last 3 games against New Zealand, Senegal and the United States. And we're also going to see young left back Joaquin Stays. It's his first appearance of this tournament. The play is underway and there's substitutions on hold for the moment. To Ketelara for Doku. See what happened continue. Good run.
What's this? Beat the plane? Might catch it up.
It's a reach good for it from Pedri. Michael Oliver blows his whistle. Wandering off the pitch reluctantly. Witsel, Joaquin Stays and Romelu Lukaku coming on. Surprised in terms of keeping the ball really well. He's got that experience and that technical ability to keep the ball under pressure in tight situations. Really surprised by that. First test for the young substitutes has just come on. Joaquin Stays. John Glasgow looking to put a left hand against Yamal. Sure is. Show you what Martin thinks of him. Complete belief. Turning on this Torres. Anyone would do for a goal, but anyway, it turned out to be a good ball for Doku. That's a free ball.
Come on, Belgium.
They look at the ball being Rodri. Rodri bubbled in when the ball come in.
Handball.
Referee down on this near side, Stuart Broad was impeded by the Belgian substitutes who were warming up along the line there and was that at all. He'd been knocked almost to the ground.
VAR then.
Here's Yamal. Joaquin Stays in front of him. Yamal. Touchdown. Looking to his 4 goals in this tournament.
Well done.
Terrific shot striker. It's a good chance he will get himself in a little position in. Okay, back Courtois. Shot. To Pedro Toro and to Daniel Olmo. Ferran Torres, got him managed to stick with him. Lovely control by Rodri. Torres in front of Yamal at the moment. Yamal, Ferran Torres, leading ball, just taken away from Oscar. Lukaku is moving, Oscar's fallen forward, Rodri in the back of the head. Here's Dani Olmo. Did really well last game just before that. Back in there, helping his defenders. Ronaldo seems to be going through the gears a little bit now. This is the
So am I.
decision. Isn't this bubbling up to be a good game here? Saves in front of it, and he's done brilliantly, really well done. It's really good from the young lad, much more positive from Yamal in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Just the shot a few minutes ago wasn't really troubling Courtois. He's getting on the ball more. Exactly what the Spanish want. Keep giving him the ball and things are going to happen, we know that much. De Bruyne wins the header. Lukaku is certainly a different threat. Cedric. Yes, handball, 2 for him. Sanchez. Dani Olmo. Yamal is still on, but Belgium is still on themselves. Says it's Doku. Doku makes a poor decision, but very, very happy to get back out of his whistle. Just before that, though, I thought Ngoy did brilliantly. Sort of official advantage on this illness, just reminding 1 or 2 players that this is not an opportunity. So touching, it would appear to be the left thigh of the 34-year-old Real Madrid. Support the touch break anyway, Michael Oliver, because of it. Well, the certainly will be over here. I think he has, which makes sense.
Come on.
Any saves that you wouldn't necessarily have expected him to make, but it is a hydration break. Let's bring in Cesar Coelho. Cesar, what do you think at the moment? Still 1-1 halfway through the second half of the game, and substitutes beginning to be made.
Yeah, starts coming on. I think Spain, they try to speed up a little bit the game with Torres and Pedri between the lines. We've seen also the changes from Belgium, 3 at the same time, so we have seen the first few minutes, we have seen a bit the game close, and with the subs, game started to open a bit more.
You nervous?
Yeah. more and more, to be fair.
More World Cup football coming up to you on the BBC, on the various platforms. Norway against England in Miami, 5 live on BBC South Africa beginning at 8:30 tomorrow with kick-off at 10 o'clock, and the reaction show straight after the full-time whistle, showing Wayne Micah Allen and Ellen White for live reaction straight after the game on the and catch up with all the action any time on the BBC Player One as well as the World Cup content, as I'm sure you've discovered by now. And the QR code here is to have your say with BBC Sports Player Rater, who's been standing out for you. Well, it's pretty tense in Los Angeles now. If they thought that Belgium were going to be, as they have been in all their recent meetings, a side that they could take on and beat Spain, and they're finding it, they may yet do it, but they're finding it difficult at the moment. A resolute, well-coached Belgian side, maybe lacking some of the spark or some of the big names of years gone by. But they're not rolling over for anybody. They're not, Stephen, to be honest as well. You've got to take into the consideration the missing midfield duo of Banana and Tielemans. We've not talked about it during the game because of how well they've done. Axel Witsel now alongside Rascal since Hans van Aken was taken off. Witsel came on very late in the 4-1 victory over the United States in the round of 16, but otherwise has not been used. Well, for running up toward Lukaku. Lukaku with the head on. Doku off after the second ball. Pedro Porro falls on the ball, and the judgment is that that's because Doku had his hand on his back. Courtois would appear to be okay.
Another week over.
Sten Lammens of Manchester United is his understudy, as well as Mike Tenders, third choice goalkeeper, who's never actually made an international appearance for the Belgians. Pedro Porro
This better be good.
pinged away in the direction of Cucurella. That's a good ball there.
Yes.
Pedri.
Oh no. No.
Cucurella. And the header pushes. Bit of bother, Cucurella. Just gone too soon. Was offside. Boy, he generated some power on that header. He did. It did look. Courtois coming off here. This is a major blow for Belgium because Thibaut Courtois, on his 21st career World Cup appearance, only Manuel Neuer has ever played more as a goalkeeper, is making way, and Sten Lammens is coming on for only his third cap, and Courtois is absolutely distraught. Well, I did him a disservice, genuine injury. We thought it was one of the normal technical breaks, but it's obviously devastating. Something's happened where he's unable to carry on, and the tears suggest it might be a little bit worse. That also means that Rudy Garcia only has one more change up his sleeve. Thibaut Courtois, one of the great goalkeepers